All right. Give me a second here, YouTube good people. Well, I flip it over, make sure we're live on the Facebook Biker News Canada Facebook group. Because we got to be everywhere at the same time. I like that better. I think there's ways I can do more locations. I can start looking into that a little bit further. Thursday, bike nights post. Okay, let's get it going on TikTok as well. All right, we're here. All right, how's everyone out there in TikTok land? We got some biker news today, and we got Thursday's bike nights and rides going down. So let's start out with the biker news. It's from the London Free Press. When did this hit? August 27. Today. So it's in today. I know that fella. So, an alleged member of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club is facing charges for the third time in less than a year after Sarnia police say a man wearing a rival club's biker support gear was assaulted in a grocery store parking lot. The incident prompted the city's deputy police chief to warn the public about the risks of wearing motorcycle club support gear. A 54-year-old man who was wearing clothing associated with a biker club was talking on Xmas Street near Indian Road in Sarnia on August 8th when an occupant of a passing vehicle identified himself as a member of a different motorcycle club and confronted the pedestrian, police said. The pedestrian continued walking to the No Frills grocery store, where others showed up and attacked him, causing minor injuries, police said. The parking lot was full of people at the time, and members of the public intervened before the attackers fled, police said. This is probably the first time we've seen this level of violence, but obviously our concern is that things could always escalate, said Deputy Police Chief Ron Hansen, who warned the incident highlights the risks of wearing biker support gear. One of our concerns is the availability and the ease of access to support wear, Hansen said of the clothing that's available online at stores and at large gatherings like Friday the 13th event in Port Dover. You don't really understand what you're buying. Motorcycle gangs, that's their word, not mine, have strict rules that only allow members to wear clothing with their names and logos, but anyone can sport the club's support gear, which doesn't feature the gang's name or logo. Hells Angels support merchandise features the numbers 81 representing H and the eighth letter of the alphabet A, the first, and the words Big Red Machine. Then they show you a photo of some samples of HA support gear when the article's not about the HAs, but they get them into the story. The head of the OPP Biker Enforcement Unit echoed Hansen's warning about the risk of wearing biker support gear. We'd like to take the opportunity to remind members of the public that although it is not illegal to purchase, sell, or wear OMG Outlaw Motorcycle Gang support clothing, given the violence that arises between rival OMGs, wearers of the support merchandise may unknowingly be impacting their own safety. Detective Inspector Scott Wade, well, he's still around, eh? Whose unit assisted Sarnia police in the investigation, said in a statement. Both Hansen and Wade declined to name which bikers club gear the victim was wearing, citing concerns for the safety. The Outlaws have a long, bitter rivalry with the Hells Angels that has led to violence in the past. The Hells Angels, the largest outlaw motorcycle gang, again, they keep filling in that G word, in the world have led to more than 24 support clubs in Canada, including the Gatekeepers Red Devils One Order in southwestern Ontario. The Outlaws have the second largest motorcycle G word and have a chapter in Sarnia. Investigators used surveillance footage to identify suspects in the grocery store clash. Police searched two homes, one in Point Edward, the other in Sarnia, and arrested two men and seized evidence. Arthur Shura, 65, to Point Edward, and a Sarnia man, 43, are charged with assault, causing a disturbance, and conspiracy to commit an indictable offense. Shura, an alleged member of the Outlaws Sarnia chapter, has been charged 3 times in the past 10 months following public disturbances. He was charged with causing a disturbance and breaching a court order after trying to lay a black wreath at the center path during a Remembrance Day ceremony at Veterans Park. The incident, which was captured on video, prompted the Outlaws to release a statement criticizing the police from fairly targeting its members at a public event. Shura was charged with causing a disturbance in a public place and disobeying a court order following a clash in Sarnia's Cantera Park on Canada Day. So Canada Day, they charged him with something in Cantera Park. Remembrance Day, they charged him with something at Cenotaph. Anyways, and then again here on this thing, I think they said it was August 8th or something. And then Shura was released on bail following the latest arrest, while his co-accused was released on an undertaking. So one just had to sign a paper to get out, and the other guy had to get a bail hearing, a document created by either court or police that places the charged persons under certain conditions. So there you go. It's a little bit of biker news from Sarnia. Sounds like somebody's got to be in his bonnet, but anyways, that's the way it goes, and it's true about wearing sport gear. We were having a conversation about it in a biker news channel there from the States the other day, and somebody put in the comments, support gear is all pain, no gain. And sometimes a story like that would make you tend to believe that it's all pain, no gain. Good evening, JP Poirier. Good evening, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for coming along. So what do we got here? I wanted to talk about something else. This is crazy. This story. It's an old story. It's a 3-week-old story. It's coming out of California. But check this. Check it. Us guys in Canada will relate to the story. Founder of Stockton motorcycle gang with ties to the Hells Angels, indicted on federal charges. So he's out of a town called Lodi, and check out the name of their motorcycle club. Punjabi Devils Motorcycle Club was so there's an ethnic motorcycle club based around being Punjabi, which I thought was what? That's some pretty crazy stuff going on there. And there's a nice evidence table. They like to show all the firearms and stuff that they seize. And I don't care about the rest of the story. I just thought that was crazy that they got Punjabi motorcycle clubs. And there's a guy's name, Jashanpreet Singh. They got him at the airport. So I thought that was interesting. Now, I wanted to do one more thing. I was talking about the other day about violence in motorcycle clubs and all that stuff. So, police say they are ready to take swift action against the Rebels Motorcycle Club as members begin their last hurrah ride into the Northern Victoria, weeks out from the tougher laws banning club colors coming into effect. So, Australia's done it. I don't know if it's in the States or if it's a countrywide, but some spots of Australia, it's now a criminal charge to wear a motorcycle club patch. So they've done it. They've taken it that far. They're really doing it. And it's something that can come from there over to here like very easily and quickly, right? So keep that in mind, all you guys out there. Doing the motorcycle club thing, man. They could make it so being a member of that club ends up becoming some sort of criminal offense, man. I think that'd be a shitty thing, but it happens. Whacking Hut. What do you think, Whacking Hut? Give me 1 second, guys. I got 1 second. Sorry, dudes. What you laughing your ass off there, Whacking Hut, my friend? So it's Wednesday. So on Wednesdays, I like to give you a rundown on all the bike nights I know of that happened on Thursday. Poor TikTok, you guys are running out of time. I'm going to make sure you get this one, TikTok people. The Ghost Riders, the Three Cities chapter, that's Guelph and Cambridge and all that stuff. August 28th, bike night. That's tomorrow night, 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. at the Duke and Duchess. It's going to be dedicated to Johnny Wojnowski, and all proceeds will be donated to Johnny's family. So go on out there and show your love and support to the Ghost Riders. And I don't know if it's their brother or their friend, Johnny Wojnowski. And go check that one out. Like I say, it's at the Duke and Duchess Tavern. I think that's Guelph, maybe? It's 900 Jameson Parkway. That's where it is. So go check that one out. And there we go. TikTok people ran out of time. Sorry, TikTok people. But that's the way she goes. Okay, so let's carry on to bike nights. We got one at the Tipsy Fox in Alliston, Ontario at 7 p.m. Go check that one out. That's on, where is that? It's on the other side of the 400 from Barrie, I think. So the Honda plant is, right? Hey, Jaman, good to see you, bro. I ain't seen you around a long time, man. Thanks for dropping in and checking out my show. We got one weekly out in Alberta. I bet you that little trailer puts out great food. Something just tells me it does. It's at Gourmet Delights, Main Street, Belleville, Alberta, the first Thursday of the month. Oh, it's the first Thursday of the month. I should have read that. So it ain't happening tomorrow. It's happening next week. All right, carry on. Okay, so this is an interesting one. So there's a bike night tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at Bacchus Canada MC, the Halton Hills chapter, and it's right on their advertising, 3229 Bronte Road, south of the 407. And the cool thing is, tomorrow I'm going to have people from this chapter on at 8 o'clock for an interview. So I'm hoping that he gets himself set up on the phone and that there's some attendance because it's supposed to rain tomorrow in southwestern Ontario. So, we'll see how bad it is in the evening. If it's still raining, if anyone's coming out to the bike nights in southern Ontario this week, let's hope they do. But anyways, I'll be live with Bacchus from their clubhouse on bike night. I think that's going to make for a special interview. I'm looking forward to it. It turn in tomorrow at 8. Or if you're in the Halton Hills area, go join those guys at their bike night. It'll be a wicked good time. August 21, that happened. Okay. What do we got? August 21, that one happened. Okay, this one's a weekly Newmarket bike night at the Silver City parking lot, the movie theater, 6 p.m. till dark. Sorry about that. Every Thursday. So get on, check that one out in Newmarket. JR Dodd, you came to join me again. Good to see you, brother. What did I see earlier today on Stacks? I'm Billy. I like Billy. He's a good guy. He gave me a couple really good interviews. We spent a lot of time and he released them and he did a really good job. I like Bill a lot. So the Hogs for Hospice pre-party, that Hogs for Hospice was a month ago, dude. Come on, Bob. Jump into it. What do you got here? Every Thursday night at Classy Chassis. Are they still doing this? Or is this, that was June and July. Sorry about that, Classy Chassis people. They're good people, though. They do a lot of stuff out there in the biker community. That's one thing I do know. That's July 24. I don't know what that's on there for. We did the Three Rivers. What do we got? Thursdays used to be one of the busiest nights going. Bikers Down Society support barbecue every Thursday till the end of September. Bite into good times for a good cause. Join us every Thursday, weather permitting, at O'Connell's Recycling, 15 Sackville Crossroads, to support Bikers Down Society and our awesome biking community. Find a juicy burger, grab a juicy burger, hot dog, sausage, all that good stuff. French fries, onion rings, every Thursday till the end of summer. Love it, man. And the only thing I don't get out of all this is there any replies to my comments? No. Is what city they're doing this in. So if 15 Sackville Cross Road sounds like it's in your city, man, check them out. Biker Down Society, they're a good bunch of people also doing some cool things. And they're always out there looking to raise money because there's always people that need, if you came off your bike and you contact them, they need to have money to give you a hand with, right? So it's all the thing. Last Thursday of every month, July and August. This is last Thursday of this month at the Ottawa Good Time Center, 450 West Hunt Club Road. Okay, that's up in Ottawa. So there you go. That's tomorrow. 450 West Hunt Club Road up there in Ottawa. Steve Green. Hey, Bob. I used to go hunting moose with your dad. Holy Jesus. That's a blast out of the past, eh? Wow. He wasn't hunting moose. He was hunting a good drunk on. So, Baldwin Street. Where's this one at, man? Where is this? What's going on here? Tim Hortons, Baldwin and Winchester. What city, man? Whitby. Okay, there we go. Whitby, Ontario. They got one every Thursday at the Tim Hortons on Baldwin Street South. They get together around 6:30 out there in Whitby, Ontario. Jeezy used to tell me stories about getting those four-wheelers stuck and the adventures and walking through the boggy stuff. He never came home with any moose meat, though, that guy. He always broke something up there, didn't he? We got Thursday bike nights at Duffy's. I think this one's in Quebec, is it not? I think I came to find out that Duffy's is in Quebec. In Dorval, Quebec. It's right there in the fine print. So go check that one out. All you good people in Dorval. Now, the NCC Bike Nights has now been switched over to Sundays. There used to be a couple in Hamilton, I thought, on Thursdays. Oh, what do you got in Sudbury? Sudbury, no, that was the one offer. There's one in Perry Sound. The one at Guelph Royal Distributing is not happening no more. Oh, yeah, of course. And there's one every Thursday up in a town called It's hosted by the Handwriters Group, 6 to 10 every week. And bring something along from the food bank if you're able to help out the Washington District Food Bank up there and meet the great people in the Handwriters Group. And very friendly and welcoming people to take care of you. Go check that one out up in Maldman. I don't really know where that is. It's got to be up by Washington, right? I drove the van up to North Bay when we blew the motor in the moose bus and spent the night in the junkyard. That sounds like a Mike adventure. That certainly sounds like a Mike adventure. The nutbag. Okay, what do you got? We got one at Chuck's Roadhouse in Pembroke, 6:30 at 1229 Pembroke Street West in Pembroke. And go check that one out. It's the last Thursday of the month, so that'll be tomorrow. Like I say, I don't know if anyone's really going to get out because the last I heard of the weather for tomorrow is wet, rain, and maybe a little bit wet. There's one on Barton Street in Hamilton. Every Thursday, they're calling it Sin in the City at Wingporium. Brought to you by the Sinners RC, 7 to 10 p.m. down there on the mountain. Go check that one out. Hamilton's always a fun place. I've lived there maybe a time or two working while I've been cruising around on this earth. What's Throttle Thursdays? That sounds interesting. That's another one in Hamilton at the Hamilton Tattoo Parlor. May to September, every other Thursday, 6 to 9. Free stuff and all that good stuff. And their next one is tomorrow as well. So you got two choices in Hamilton, or go to both. Texas is always hot, even in winter. Yeah, you guys. But then when you do get snow, man, it grinds everything to a halt in that state. people freeze to death. I couldn't believe that time. And it wasn't even much snow that time. Camelford has a bike night every Thursday, 5:30 to dusk, 130 Grand Road, Canadian Tire parking lot. Everybody's welcome. So go check that one out. 50-50, share the wealth, and they're doing collections for the food bank also. And as your host is Free Riders with No Borders. Yeah, that's true. You get to ride all year. You're right. Yeah, can't get around that one. My doggy's standing here beside me whining. I don't know why, but it's making me crazy. What's the matter, buddy? Oh, shush. First and Thursday at the Norwich Legion. And I don't think that this one next. It'll be next week. Be next week down there in Norwich. What are we talking about? What's this one? Blackstock, Two Wheel Tuesdays. I think that's one that got. Besides, that's Tuesdays. I think that one got pulled from the rest of the year. Okay, what else? This is another one in Perry Sound. It's not at Don Cherry's anymore. It's down the road a little bit further at the Tim Hortons on Bow Street. Yeah, Bow Street. And it's the same street, 7 and 9 up there in beautiful Perry Sound. Nice little city. Just don't get arrested there. It's my advice. Whitby, we talked about Whitby. We talked about Newmarket, Elmvale. Elmvale. So that's all it says about Elmvale. I don't know if it's a weekly, where it is, think about it. So let's not spend no more time on that one. What's this guy? That's the NCC again. I think I got them all, dudes. Oh, there's Elmvale. So it is a weekly thing. It's a nice little town somewhere. And they have it at the community hall. So go check that one out. You live up in that general neighborhood, right? And I think it looks like I hit most of them. I got a lot of doubles on that list. It's a long list, but most of them are doubles and triples and one night, one offers, right? No sense talking about the one offers if they've already been offed. So that's it. We got some, they're hanging in there with the bike nights. We know the biking season isn't over. It might have cooled down a little bit this week. That means nothing. Nothing. Keep in mind, if you're not out there at a bike night this week, get on here tomorrow at 8. And if you got questions for Bacchus MC, they will answer them in real time off the chat. It's going to be a good interview because everything I've seen about these dudes is good. It's all on the up and up in their 1% club. And maybe we'll get to break that misconception about 1% clubs, even if it's just a little bit at a time. So bike night, Georgian Bay Harley in Owen Sound, Thursdays from 5 to 8. So there's one at Harley store in Owen Sound itself. That's another one of them pretty little towns on the southern shore by George's Bay. Another interview with Harley, 100%. He offered me, he said, let's get back together in a few months. And I thought that was a pretty cool offer of him. And do a progress report sort of thing. And I thought, what a cool guy for even just offering that right out of the gate, right? So that's been the offer. So we'll let him get going. I follow his Facebook group. It looks like he's got his patches in because he did say he was waiting for the patches to physically arrive so you can put them onto a cut and all that stuff. He's got the support gear going. So he's getting things ready. I don't know if they're going to do a big public thing when they set up their chapters or not. We didn't really discuss that, right? So some stuff it's better not to talk about. You know, it's a 1% club. They got secrets. That's kind of one of the allures of being in a 1% club is the exclusivity of it, right? So sometimes it's best not to let everybody know all your moves. Hello, Bruce. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a good week too, my friend. But tomorrow, like you say, tune in. We're going to have Bacchus MC on. So I've been trying to get a hold of the 1% club. So again, open invitation, Outlaws MC, Hell's Angels MC, Loners MC, um, what's it called? New Order, I believe. Anyways, any other 1% clubs, if you want to come on the channel, we'll do a non-political conversations. Talk about your club, what your plans are, what you do out there in the community, and where you're moving forward to. That's it. We're not going to talk shit about other clubs or people, and it'll just be a non-political conversation. That's what I intend on doing tomorrow evening with Bacchus MC, and I'm glad that they agreed to come on. They do the annual Festa run for cancer research. They're going to have a bike night while we're doing the interview. So it'll be an interesting interview. I think it's going to be great. Check it tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And I'll be back Friday, of course, with the weekend's events. And don't forget Friday nights, the two big bike nights that I know of every week is one in Georgetown at the Canadian Tire and one in Huntsville at the Tim Hortons at Capstone Lane. So I've done those ones enough times. I know where they are by memory. I got 12 people watching me. So thank you, everyone who takes time out to watch me live. I appreciate that. Bottom of my heart. Do me a big old favor and hit the like button on the way out. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's see what JR said. One more thing. Make sure you get it right when they say where the interview is for last time. They said it was Black Dragon instead of you. Well, that was because I invited Dragon to be a co-interviewer with me. And he posted it on his channel as well. So I'd advertise on my channel. He advertised on his channel and also stream live on Harley's Facebook stuff also. So we streamed that one around a fair bit. The views have been incredible. We got, I think, 50-some thousand views on that video alone. So I can't thank you guys enough for all that and spreading the word around about me, man. Thank you, Bruce. You know some of the guys in the Bacchus. Good, man. Right on, brother. Good. Yeah, and I reached right out, and they answered me right back. I thought that was excellent. So I'll see you guys all again tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Love and respect.